I know you had a chance by now to watch the different videos that Rick posted on the group page, to actually go into your back office and see all the things that the company has put together for us. The training video, you can watch that over and over again. It's Scott. You're literally doing a great job, fantastic job of ironing out the program. And then, of course, the call, I thought it was great. I was like, you go, Letitia, to already have so many people in place to take the training. And think about it. All they have to do is sit there for 20 minutes, and then everybody's going to start getting paid. This is awesome. I'm so excited about it. And we want everybody to be excited about it. We want you to make this program your program. We want this time to be your time. We want this go around to be your go around. We want you to embrace this and say, this is my time. I want you to make this part of your affirmation. This go round is my go round. I'm getting ready to blow this up. Everything I touch turns to gold. Today is my day. I am a director. I'm telling you, when you start saying those positive affirmations, everything I touch turns to gold. Everybody I talk to does something. Now, they might sign up. They might become your Vortex customer. They might go to your YTB website and just book retail. A lot of people don't mind spending money. They don't want to save, and they want the simple ease of just going to a website and booking. They don't want to, do the steps that they have to do with the Vortex, verifying your email and all that. They want to just click on a site, and that's what your YTB site is for too. And so you have it all. You have everything you need to succeed. And I want everybody to get that attitude. I want you to get those affirmations going in your head. I want you to write a few down, and I want you to be able to say it all the time. This go round is my go round. We are getting ready to explode with this new program that our company has put in position. I like on the training how Scott tells the story of, working. You know how many people will be able to relate to that story on the fact that you're working, you're in your 20s, and you're looking at people in their 60s, and everybody is trying to get extra work to make ends meet. That is a story that will resonate with so many people. And of course, they don't hear that till after they sign up and they're doing the training, but still, it's a great sound bite, and the presentation is simple, straight to the point. See, it doesn't take a lot, but what it does take is you believing, you seeing, and you feeling yourself doing this. We've had all different types of programs that has come out. And also, real fast, because I want everybody to talk, I really loved the way they had the directors answer the questions that people stumble over all the time. And I'll just pull, because I listened to several of them last night, but I really liked the way Roland and his wife did the overcoming objections with, is this a pyramid? I'm telling you, some of them are so funny. Some of them are, Roland told a story on how he was on a plane, didn't want to talk to somebody. They kept talking to him. He didn't want to talk to them, giving them one question answers. And finally he said, it's a pyramid. And they said, great, I love pyramids. So he couldn't get away from that guy. So they have all the different types of answers that you can use. And they're short and sweet. That's what I love about them. I went through and I just picked the ones that were a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Juliet had a 10-minute one that she does with the ace card, the deck of cards. It is all there for you. So this is your go time. It's almost like coach's call to play. And it's time for us to make sure everything we touch turns to gold. Everything I do is win, 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 no matter what. Those are the kind of affirmations that you guys have to start saying. You have to feel it. You have to believe it. And watch how you start bringing those people to you. So let's open the floor. Let's hear from everyone. What is your life? What are you excited about? What are you doing? You have to make sure you unmute your phone so I can hear you. Did anybody go back there and look at any of the videos? Did anybody like anything they saw?
Hello, Brenda.
I mean,
Yes, indeed.
yes. Okay, go.
Excited about bringing hope. Looked at the videos. Couldn't hardly sleep last night. Woke up, had several messages from the team members who were like fired up. I've never seen them this excited before. Like, yes, we are finally in a system with the right pricing that we can go out here and share that peak interest video with people. I have people lined up that are getting started on certain days, and people are excited. I'm getting several messages. People are going in there looking at the videos, and I'm like just smiling. I'm like, So back to you, Brenda. This is our go time, and we are running. We're running with this.
Oh, exciting. I love it. Anybody else?
Yeah, hey Brenda, can you hear me now?
Yes, Jackie, I saw your little text that you can't get in, so I'm glad Rick got you in. Great, I can hear you loud and clear.
And I like how it's really easy and to the point. The videos, they're short and concise. And I think Scott does an excellent job of presenting. And like you said, I like that it's relatable to everyday person. So it is exciting times. I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah, good. Thank you so much for sharing, Jackie. Anybody else? You figure it's just like when the company came out with the Royal Vortex. Nobody had the Royal Vortex but us. And so Scott made a deal with Kevin, with Savon, for 2 years. Nobody had the Vortex. This is a beginning with this program that we have. Everyone has $79 and 20 minutes. Think about it, $79 and 20 minutes, because that's what less than 20 minutes, because that's what you need to qualify. You get in there, you pay your money, you start the program, and you go and listen to that video. That is about as simple as all get out. And so what you want to do is you just want to share that to people. Hey, you got $79, depending on who you know, who it is. Everybody has different relationships with different people. So you'll be able to say different things to different folks. You don't have an excuse now on, I don't know how to talk to people. You got Juliet in there telling you how to talk to new folks, LaRonda, all of them. So they all have a different way of talking to folks. Go take a little bit of everything that they have in there for you. See, there's always been a lot of information in our back office for you to learn and for you to work your business. Now, it's just a matter of watching a video. I think the training has always been simple for us with Surge 365, but now I think it's even more so. All you have to do, if you have a question, people say they don't have any money. Well, go listen to the different directors on how they talk to people who don't have the money now. And then kind of roll it around on how you would say it, how it would be more comfortable for you to say it. Even Scott during the training talked about you can earn the money to buy the top package, and this is how you do it. I was looking at it yesterday, and I had my headphones on with my laptop, and like I said, I went through all the short ones. Yeah, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that way I was able to hear so many. And that's what you want to do. You just want to take the time because you don't want to miss this opportunity. So you've been in this business long enough that we have had different opportunities and different programs that have come by, and we know life happens and you really didn't kickstart like you wanted, or you didn't feel comfortable learning to do the presentation, or you didn't feel comfortable asking the questions. Whatever your case may be that stops you from exposing it to as many people as you want, you don't really have that excuse anymore because it's all right there for you. Even if you're talking to somebody and they ask you a question, you can say, hold off, wait a minute, and videotape a video to them. Because see, listen, it's simple. Don't make it so hard. Rick does a thing where he cut and paste. He cut and paste so easy. He puts things in there. He'll cut and paste, cut and paste. And then he'll say, just cut and paste, babe. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I just take my time and put the numbers in. 1, 2, 3. It's just something that I don't want to even try. So if you already know how to cut and paste, you're ahead of the game because all the information is right there for you to share with everybody you know. You have those little teasers you can send out to say, hey, I ran across something. Lorenzo did a great job on saying people love to help. So you could always ask people, you know, I need to get your help on this, blah, 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 blah. But it takes you to believe in yourself. See, if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? You have to believe that I can do this. You have to believe that I can put that car outside my home. You have to believe that there's no reason why I can't drive what I want, live what I want, travel the way I want, and eat what I want. You have to believe you can do that. And once you stop believing that, it's going to come so easy to you. And if you don't feel comfortable calling people, well, believe that people come to you in other ways. See, it's all about the belief factor. And it's all about when people call you, they're not calling you to complain or to quit. They're calling you to say, this is great, let's do this. What do I have to do? I'm ready to get going. There's people in your team, even Rick and I, there's people in our team that didn't even know this program was kicking off. They were like, really? Oh, that's not. So come on. Even if you don't want, if you're not comfortable just yet, then call up that person or text that person, inbox that person, Zoom with that person. There's so many ways that you can get to your team members and let them know, hey, it's go time. It's our time. And we're going to take this to the next level. Have you seen the new presentation? And if they say no, say, hey, I'm going to email it to you. Or you can go to your back office. All of the training, all the different things that you can print out, it's all in your back office. So you have to make up in your mind that I'm doing this time. $79? Are you kidding me? I'm doing this time. And know that the people that you talk to are the people that want what you have. It's all about the mindset. It always comes back to that. I'm telling you, it always comes back to your mindset, how you feel, what you can do. Every athlete you talk to sees themselves at the goal line before they get there. Every motivated speaker that you talk to see their self. Steve Harvey saw himself telling jokes in front of millions of people. Everybody, they've all started from where we are with one person. But the one thing that they have is they were consistent. They were relentless. They were disciplined. They were determined. And they knew they could do it. It just took some time and some effort. And see, that's what we want everybody in our team to know, that you too can do this. And so stop picking up the phone, believing that people are, and if you're shy of the phone seems like 1,000 times when you pick it up, text. It's all about exposure. It's all about reaching out. And if you don't hear back from people, they're busy. They'll get back with you. Don't be, oh, I know they would never contact you. No. We don't want that negative energy. They're busy right now. They hadn't seen your text. I get texts and I keep going. And I turn around and they asked and they answered me back. It could be a couple days later, but they answered me back. And I didn't put that energy out there that they weren't interested. They don't want what I have to show. No, they're busy. Life's happening to them. They might be on a trip. They might be working. They're going to call me back. They're going to contact me. They want what I have. So I'm telling you, it goes back to affirmations. It's go, it's win, determination, all those positive words. And when you start saying those things to yourself all the time, man, I just touch the phone and somebody called me. I mean, I just think about somebody and they call me. Everybody is flocking to me. Everybody wants what I have. And I'm telling you, that's what you'll start seeing. But you have to believe that. And you have to be consistent with it. And if you text somebody or you inbox somebody or you call somebody and leave a message and they don't get back with you, it's okay. They will. Things are going on in their life right now. They really want what I have. So I'll put them in my little drip system. Juliet talks about that. on one of the things she answers. Put them in my little drip system and drip on them. Hey, hope everything's going great. Just reaching out to say hello. It's about contact. It's about exposure. And once you get your list going and you start doing that to the people that you know, and even to the people that are in your team that has kind of fallen back off the wayside, don't be nervous about contacting them. They want you to contact them. They want to hear what's going on. This is a great program for all of them. They have that college student and that family member that has, you know, a whole group of friends that take off and travel. They're going to love this opportunity. And they're going to tell all their friends. Everybody has $49. I mean, $79. Everybody does. And so they can get started and they can make that $500. They could buy the top package. They can make another $500. Boom, they've gotten their income back double time. But the only way that's going to happen is if you believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Every athlete out there, every motivated speaker, every successful person believed in themselves and was determined that they were going to do it. And they were not going to let anybody stop them from making this happen. And so you want to have that big picture on the wall of you for your grandkids and your great-grandkids, then that's how you do it with this business. There's thousands and millions of people out there, I'm telling you. They're not sitting around waiting for their stimulus check. They're signing up for stuff. You know, they're not wanting to do a garage qualified with products. So our service is perfect for them. They don't have to invest in a lot of products to sell, to turn around and resell it. They don't. They have something that they always share with people. Nick Pagano, he does, you know, to me, Nick Pagano is very monotone. Nick Pagano, he's not a hype guy. And he does a great job on sharing why you need our product. So I'm telling you, they have all the level 2 directors in there talking about different questions and answering how you could talk to people. So it's a great little training thing. I would start off by listening to Scott. That's 19 minutes. If I set off an hour or even a half hour for the day, I would go back there and I would just start listening to these different things that the directors are saying. And start off with the short ones. They're short, they're sweet, they're to the point. I think the longest one was Jeannie Chopper's 22 minutes was the longest one on there. They're all short, they're all sweet, they're all to the point, and that's what you want. You want to get a taste of everything and see what you mesh with, see what makes you feel good, and you know you'll be able to share it. Okay, I got to stop talking. I need to hear from the team because I'm excited and I could talk and talk and talk. Rick and I both can talk for hours. So I want to know what everybody else is thinking about the back office. I know I'm not the only one that went back there to check it out.
Hey, Brenda.
Yes.
Hey, I've been through there and I'm still exploring it. I took a break to get on the call. There's so much that they just unloaded. Unfortunately, I was dealing with some family issues, so I missed the anniversary call. I hope they put it up so I can dial it back in. But a lot of information is new to me, so I went through there and I'm still blown away at the things they changed and some things they brought back, modified. They just streamlined the whole process and really made it just a grab and go. You know, it's no more questions, no more ifs, ands, or buts. It's just straightforward. Here it is. Do you like it? Okay. If you like it, let's go. If you don't, you know 7 other people that would like it. You know,
that referral.
So, always go for the referrals. It's just so much, and with the belief that is so on point. You have to believe, even before I started attracting the people that are in front of me now through social media and things like that. I first had to reckon with myself and understand that, no, you belong in that space. You have to understand and believe that you, wherever you want to be and plant your flag and say, this is where it starts. You have to believe that you are that person even before that point. And once you get in, you just get in and go. And it's the law of attraction is real. You just put yourself out there and keep just reassuring yourself with affirmations and just speaking well of yourself, edifying yourself with education, really reaffirms what you already know, and strengthens you when you're in front of the people and they're asking questions and you know what you know. And it's not like you're reaching for an answer anymore. You're seasoned. Everyone on this call is seasoned. We know the process, we know the product, we know what we know, and it's time to go.
It's time to go. I like that. And you know what else is nice, Ed? I like the one, the questions they have back there of getting out of your way. Jeannie Sharper does a good job of talking about, they all did a great job. They all did a great job. But, you know, but you go through all of them and you pick out what you like, what you gel with. And she did a great job of talking about how do you get out of your way, you know? And so everything is there. You can take your time and you can decide what you want to do, how you want to do it. But always remember, you have to have the winning attitude. You have to be nice to yourself. You have to believe that you can do this. You have to feel yourself doing this. You have to know that you can do this. You know what? It's almost like no matter how great the product is, and this product, I'm telling you, this is just, our company just gets better and better and better with their products. But if you don't fix that mindset and you don't believe that you can do it, and you don't believe that people want what you have, and I'm trying to think who talks about that. One of them talks about that too, because Letitia does something on belief and mindset. I forget who else, but I don't think she was the one who said believe in yourself. But one of them said that. And like I said, I was listening to so many of them. Of course, they're going to all gel together. But you have to believe in yourself. That is the most important part of anything you do. Because if you can run from one thing to the next, and you're going to get the same results if you don't believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can do this. You have to feel yourself doing this. Whatever you want, you can do it. I mean, but that's the key. The mindset, the subconscious mind, you have to believe in yourself. Anybody else?
Hello, Brenda.
Yes.
You know, I was impressed, as always, like Dr. Chris Oakley says in his video, that everything rises or falls according to on leadership. Who are you following? And that is so true. I really enjoyed the way the directors and the whole team, the whole staff, Dwayne and the home office all came together and shared their experience and wisdom with whosoever was able to get on. And I mean, some of the things like the James and Marcia Pruitt, you know, people we hadn't heard from in a while, showed you that they're not, you know, just sitting idle. In the time of COVID, the unity, the way they put that call together in this product that we have now, just continues to amaze me since day one, when they finally got me to sit down and look at it. But, you know, no more excuses. Back to you, Brenda.
That's true. You know, and that's true, Glenn. Even though you don't see these directors and you don't see these people in the other teams, because now we're not having these big conventions, they are not sitting around. I mean, they are working. You don't think that Letitia came up with almost 20 people because she was just sitting around watching Netflix and chilling. She was working her business. And so you want to remember that you have to continue to work your business. You have to continue to just reach out to people and do what makes you feel comfortable. I'm not asking you to do anything that you're not comfortable doing, because you won't do it. So you want to make sure you're comfortable. Pull out James Clear, Atomic Habits. That's an excellent book on teaching you how to do things and change your habits. Anybody else?
You know, Brenda, I think that is a real key to conquer your fears. If you can conquer your fear, you've got it. That's all this is, to overcome your limitations, whatever it is for you, or your phobias. By doing the self-development, Laura is a prime example of going and doing what's necessary to overcome whatever limits you to be able to approach people. I'm not a natural in your face kind of person. Chantel, on the other hand, she can talk to anyone. It's just right. Different personalities. But, you know, if you believe in what you have, and like Rick says, Michael Jordan says, preparation overcomes all fear. Back to you, Brenda.
Wow, that was good. I like that. That is true. It's knowing who you are. It's knowing what works best for you. And if you are not that type of person, then find out what type of person are you? What do you do good? Because I'm telling you, guys are awesome. Everybody's a winner, and everybody does something good. You just have to figure out what it is about you that you do well, that you're comfortable doing, and you can do it over and over and over again. And then you're going to, attract the same type of people. Anybody else?
Hey, Brenda, you know what? On that same note, whatever you have is what you need. You don't have to be another person. What you have is what you were created with. That will bring the people who are supposed to connect with you. Okay, we're all different on purpose, and it's good because we have this big melting pot, so we can go on that big melting pot and say, hey, Deborah Smith's over here, she's this, she has this. You got the one that just talked, Edward Taylor's over here, who is out in the community, and a lot of community people here. But I just go out, and I know what we have will touch people's lives. I know that if we help people bring 7, and I'm going to drill that into somebody's brain. You bring me 7 today, and we will have your check next week. You need an extra $500. Do you know anybody that needs an extra $500 next week? Okay, let's roll. Send out. Look at those. Let's get out of our own way. Go in there. Take the time. Look at the videos, but please don't get caught up and hanging there forever. It's go time, and so people are responding. People are now waking up, and they're like, "Hey, I need some money. What do you have in your hands? Give me that, because I need it right now." Back to you, Brenda.
That's true. That is true. You can do that. I forget which one of the directors, because like I said, I was just clicking on them. If it was short, I listened to it first, and one of them did say that you can tell. I don't know if it was Lucretia. I don't remember which one said it, but they were saying how you can help someone get $500 in their hands by just having them talk to the people that they know. And the people coming in for $79, taking that training. The training is less than 20 minutes. All you gotta do is sit there and hit go, hit play. And I'm quite sure the computers and the algorithms and all those crazy things that monitor everything that you do is gonna say, okay, they did, they watched the video. So they passed the training. You don't even have to take a test at it at the end. So it's just such a win-win. Anybody else?
Hey, Brenda.
Yeah.
Another feature I really appreciate they brought back is the upgraded 3 and free. I just went back there I was going over the new compensation plan and everything.
That's a good 6 and free. Yes, that's an awesome. And when I heard that, Ed, I thought about you, because you're not having to pay your $99. I don't know if it started up again, but I know you had 1 a year free. And I thought about you, and I said, oh, wow, Ed will never pay that $99 again. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good one. 6 and free. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that one. Anybody else?
Yeah, I was impressed with that too. And I like Ed saying that we know what we know. It's time to go.
That's true.
But
that's true.
I could just feel Scott's heart when he was talking and doing the presentation and just saying that he's just so grateful that everybody has stayed on, and it's because of those who have stayed on that we're where we are. And it was just really touching, and I'm excited about the videos and all too. And it just looks like it will be easier just to show them and all. And so yeah, I'm excited about all the new changes, and happy anniversary to Surge.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, that's free, man. Everybody loves free. So you can come on in here and you get 6 people up and running. Woo, yeah, that's a nice, that right there is a good promotional tool. When somebody gives you the objection of, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, in 20 minutes training is nothing. I mean, it's like, what? When I heard that, I was like, only 20 minutes, only 19 minutes? What? That's nothing.
That's right. That is so true. And that's what I was saying. And then too, because now that is the answer to your question. When someone says, well, I don't know if I could handle that $100 a month, that $99 a month. Well, you don't. Let's get 6 people in here. Then let's help them get 6 people. And nobody is paying anything, and you still get your 7-night free vacation. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness.
Woo-hoo!
Oh man. Oh wow, that just blows me away. Anybody else?
Brenda, it really is amazing. Originally, it was 6 and free.
Right. When
we came into the business, it was 6 and free. I know we got it done in less than a week, but that's all incentives. The thing is, you're going to be, now it only takes 1 to be qualified to override.
Wow.
And you have to be qualified to override before you can get bonuses. I mean, you're going to be bonusing on the way to getting 6 and free.
Glenn, you almost made me spit out my coffee.
My goodness.
Wow.
It's true.
That's true. And it used to be where you had to have 3 to be qualified to get a check. And they changed that to now just either yourself or someone else coming on board with the $99. You're overriding everything in your team builder. That is amazing. Adrian, you hit the nail on the head. It's loyalty. And it's amazing with the leaders, they never give up on us. When you have millionaires, multimillionaires who are always looking for ways to prosper people, us, and they're always coming up with something new, and they're always never staying still. And like you were saying, Brenda, they're working behind the scenes. What can we do better? What can we do? And they're looking and balancing the numbers and say, okay, how much can we give away and still keep this company going and paying our staff? They never give up on us. And Coach mentioned to us, Brenda, way back when, he says, Rick, I'm doing this for your children's children, not just you. And of course, that was picked up by Scott and Chris and Dwayne. You can trust them. Take it to the bank. They will never give up on us. While other businesses and travel businesses have folded, are just kind of just eking along. We are positioned to just dominate this industry coming out of the pandemic. And so, wow, loyalty. And if we don't give up on ourselves, we cannot help but win. Back to you, Brenda.
That's true. Do not give up on yourself. Anybody else?
Brenda, I got a call.
Well, I know. Go ahead.
I got a call from Jalen Golson. She's down in Atlanta, and she called me yesterday. And she came on board in November last year. And she says, Rick, I don't want to do anything yet. I just want to basically just have it. And she came on board with the $499 when she could have came on board with the $79. And so she called me yesterday. And so I saw her number and I said, her name. I said, well, let me answer here. And so I answered and I said, well, hey, Jalen, how's it going? And she said, downhill. I was like, what? And we're so conditioned for the negative on the business side. You know, we're conditioned, okay, Rick, I can't continue doing this or paying this or whatever, whatever. I said, so what's happening? And I said, you know, your timing is right. The company just yesterday, well, the 3rd, launched a whole new process, whole new business model. And to make it easier, she says, really? She didn't know. And I had put the word out, but she says, yeah, it's going downhill. And I said, really? So tell me, what's going on? She says, on my job, they have me working 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shift. I don't have a life, Rick. I don't have time to work my travel business. I don't have time to live. I said, really? She says, yeah, they have me working 16 hours a day. And I said, really? And she says, Rick, I'm gonna put in my notice and I'm gonna be working travel full time. Folks, there's people out there that need what we have. And so she says, yeah, I'm gonna tell them I'm done. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of them using me. And I was like, wow, I never really expected that from her. And but it just shows me that there's people out there, and she's one of the millennials. There's people out there that are hurting, that need what we have, that it's our responsibility to understand what we have so that we can be that leader for people. Personally, I'm just going through right now, and I want to print out everything and put it in a notebook and just to understand, you know, what I do have. I mean, all this information just came out. You know, like Glenn was saying, you know, Michael Jordan says, you know, work ethic erases fear. If you're fearful right now, it's just because you really just don't know. And you can be ignorance on fire or knowledge on ice. Whatever your personality is, you have to realize what my personality is. Mine is, I want to know what I have. And so I'm going to think about it. People are looking for jobs. This is like your first day on your new job as CEO of not even your job, your own company. You are the CEO. We are where the buck stops. What do you do if you're that person? If you look at this whole new process that the company has put in place, and you are the CEO of your own business, if you were starting a new job, what would you do? You know, you walk into the door, hey, everybody's shaking your hand, and you sit down at your desk. You don't just sit there. You say, okay, I need to probably understand why they hired me so I can start making money for this company. Well, it's your company. And so go into the back office, do like Brenda's saying, you know, I'm going to be printing out the different things. You know, if you go into the back office, you click on resources. There's information that talks about the training program. So when a new person comes on board, they're going to get the training program will pop up in their back office. When they finish that program, like Adrian was saying, 19 minutes, you get an email as their sponsor that they finished 7 of those, and you're getting a $500 check, right? And you know, but I'm going to go back there and I'm going to print that out. I'm going to put it in a notebook because I am the CEO. The buck stops with me. If I've got new hires, I need to tell them something. You know, I need to know something as the CEO. Building CEOs, I get paid on my effectiveness to build CEOs, and so I'm going to go to resources in the back office. I'm going to print that out. I'm going to go to my mobile app, and I'm going to look at those videos, those 3 videos I sent you. They're also YouTube videos. And I'm going to look at those, and I'm going to have a notepad by me to see, okay, you know, what kind of questions will come from this? What can I emphasize from this? I'm going to go into my back office. I'm going to click on the little My Academy, Surge 365 Academy logo. That's where you find all the videos that Brenda's talking about. You find the different documents that they put together for Empower Me. And I'm going to print out those 4 or 5 documents that they have. And I'm going to put it all in a notebook. I am the CEO. The buck stops with me. You know, I'm here to bring on CEOs. And so when Jalen called, I'm like, okay, I need to understand what I have, because I don't even fully understand all of it. And of course, $79 times 7 plus training, $500 bonus. We all got that. But as a CEO, and looking at this as your first day on your new job, you just got hired. What do you do on your first day, your new job? You're sitting at your desk. You've already met everyone. Now you're sitting at your desk. You are not just going to sit there. You're going to say, okay, I need to understand what I need to do to get paid on this job so that they can see that I'm effective, and that they don't fire me next week. And so, but look at it at that point. This is a time for a fresh start, a fresh start. What do you do with a fresh start in life? Back to you, Brenda.
And you know what's so cool too about that is that we're all starting from the same point. That's what I really like about our company, because it always sets us all back to zero together. So nobody has anything on you because, like you said, Rick, you're learning this too. So everybody is learning this. And what's so fun is if you don't have access to a printer, you still have no excuse, because you can still go and download those documents and look at them and read them over. You could put them on a folder on your computer. So, and even if you don't have a computer, I'm telling you, your phone works like a computer these days. So there's really no excuse. Yes.
That is an excellent point. The directors are the ones who know. And, for us who have been around for a while, we have seen different things come. And I'm going to tell you, as a director, we have to, and as leaders, we see something new comes, and Mariano used to do this, and he still does, and Lou, we would study that new thing because we have to know, what does it do? What is the impact on what we're doing? And the directors that you see take that on as a responsibility. And that's why they're directors. That's why they get paid the big bucks. And like you said, Brenda, this has leveled the playing field. I don't know everything. This has reset me to now say, okay, what do I have? And we're all at that point. But the difference between thinking like a director, thinking like a leader, we dive in to understand so that we can teach. The directors learn so they can teach. And if you want to be a director, you have to learn and take on that responsibility to understand so you can teach. And if you can do that, you get paid for that. What happens with a lot of people, they have an employee mindset. So now new things happen. They're waiting to be told when all the information is right in front of them. They have an employee mindset. So they're waiting to be told, what's next? What should I do? And all the information is right. The directors are the ones that say, okay, what's available? And they're searching out information because they have that responsibility to share, to build, to grow, and to help others do it as well. Back to you, Brenda.
Yeah, that's so true, Rick. And even Lorenzo, I liked his answer to some of the questions. He said people love to help. So if you have that personality and you know this person and you ask them, well, I'm really starting this, can you help me out? Who do you know? And people are quick to say, oh, I know so-and-so. Oh, you might even have somebody who is me. I want to learn more about it. And it's like, well, great. It's a new, and that's a great excuse, because now you can say, well, it's a new program, so I don't know all the details. So let me send you this video. That's an excellent excuse for not feeling that you have to know everything now. It's a new program, just launched a couple of days ago. I don't know all the details, but I do know that this is something that can work for us. Let me send you an email. How simple is that? So they ask you a question. It's a new program. I don't know all the details, but let me send you an email.
It's true.
It's a new program. I don't know all the details. Let me let you talk to my upline. Is that not getting you out of answering questions or what?
You have to.
Wow, that's good. That is a good way to get. Look, I don't even care if the program was 4 years old. It's new to you. It's a new program. That will definitely get you out of, having to feel like you have to answer every question. I want to get you the information correct. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I'm sorry to cut you off there. Go ahead, babe.
No. I was just getting ready to repeat what I already said.
Okay.
It's a new program.
I was listening to one of the speakers that you turned me on to, and they were saying your dreams have to be greater than your fears. Your dreams have to be greater than your fears, because whichever one is greater will take authority, will take precedent. You know, if your fears are greater than your dreams, then you're fearful. If your dreams are greater than your fears, you keep moving forward. And that's a good thing to really think about. And even what is your personal strategy in this whole thing. And it may be something as simple as, like Chantel was saying, just, hey, there's people out there that need us. Just connect with people and see where they're at, and then take it from there, and then go from there. Well, one of the things that was interesting with the Pruitts and them working behind the scenes as directors from way back when, and having the rights to what the rich teach their kids. Man, oh man, oh man.
Come on. Wow.
Come on now. Why don't we teach ourselves that? What the rich teach their kids. I was watching this video on YouTube, and the man was saying Porsche is a name. He said Hershey's is a name. Not, you know, he was going through all of these companies, and it's somebody's last name. And he said, your blessing is in your last name. What's the legacy you're leaving for your kids? He said somebody will go to Ford and buy a car and then get the money from Wells Fargo. They're all last names.
Yes.
And then they come home and they're trying to please the Joneses. You know, and I was like, what? He said, your blessing is tied to your last name. For your last name, what is the legacy that you're leaving your family? Man, see, that's why Coach, when he said, Brenda, he said, Rick, this is not for you and Brenda. This is for we're putting this together for your children's children. See how he passed that on to Scott? Woo, man. Back to you.
You know, that is so true. And even to see Sam, helping Coach with the mic and all that, they all keep it in the family. They all teach their kids what to do and how to do. And even that video that you were talking about, Rick, I was really proud because our son Cameron sent that video to us, because see, all his life, that's all he has heard us talking about is mindset, believing, positive affirmation, positiveness. So he was even listening, you know, so we was laughing about that the other day. And so for him to send us a video that your wealth is in your last name, I was so proud. I said, we did something right by that kid. So yeah, it's all up to you. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. That's a nice another little positive affirmation. See, I read over these affirmations, and I was listening to Florence Shinn. Your word is your wand, right? Your word is your wand. And Rick downloaded for me. He printed it out for me. And I went through with a highlighter. And then I'm getting ready to do it. I haven't done it yet. I'm getting ready to put all these little affirmations on little cards. And then I'm going to look at these little cards randomly. I'm too much of a neat person to have cards all around my house. That would drive me crazy. But I can have stacks of cards in my hand or different places where I can read it. And just positive affirmation. My wealth is a whirlwind. My success is endless. Those are really nice little affirmations. And you say those to yourself all the time, over and over again. And those negative things that come to your mind won't keep coming to your mind. When you see somebody, you're not going to think right away, oh, they don't want it. No, you're going to think, oh, they want this. They're excited about this. We're going to make this happen. This is one of my directors. I'm telling you that mindset, those positive affirmations, that's the way to go. That is the way to go. Anybody else?
Well, like you said, Brenda, win, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know,
all I do is win, no matter what.
One of the things I'm going to do.
All right.
One of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to write this out. I know we're wrapping up here. I'm going to write it out, and I'm going to, in my mind's eye, I got a bridge, and I got this canyon in the middle. On one side, I've got myself. On the other side of the canyon, I've got the people. And we have to bridge the gap to cross this canyon.
Yes.
And I want to write on my side the things that I have. And I'm going to write on the person's side the things that they need. And I'm going to make that as a mind picture. How do I bridge that gap? How do I build a bridge that can connect this chasm, this chasm? How, you know, how do I bring them to the other side, to my side, or meet in the middle, to meet their need? You know, here are their needs. Like Jalen called me, you should have heard her voice. It's going downhill. I'm thinking, Brenda, that's mindset. I'm thinking, okay, you gonna stay in the business, or you gonna get? And she is like, "Oh, Rick, I didn't say that, but that's what I'm waiting." He's like, "Okay, you're gonna say, okay, I'm tired of paying the $99."
That's what you was thinking.
And so he's like, "No, Rick, they are working me like a Hebrew slave. They're working me like a slave." And I do not have a life. I'm working first, second, and third shift. And I'm like, what? And totally shifted my mindset to how can I help her? You know, it's all in our mindset. The people have a need, and it's in our mindset to cross that bridge, to build a bridge to their need. And some people will recognize their needs, some people won't. You know, but my job is to say, okay, at least I'm here and I've got something for you and I'm prepared for you. So I have no fear. And to break cost, but her voice, Jalen's voice, she may even be on this call, but her voice just spoke of, I need help. You know, I need help. I'm going to just quit. It's so desperate. I'm just going to quit this job. They don't care about me. They're working me like I'm going, you know, I have no life and I'm going to quit. And I have a tool in my hand and it's travel and I'm going to work it full time. Wow. Back to you, Brenda.
Wow. That's true. That's true. It's all about the mindset, what you believe. We're getting ready. Anybody else want to say? I wanted to share. I watched this program and it's a real great program. It's How Were They Built? Comes on Sunday night on the Smithsonian Channel, okay? And they were showing how they built these buildings. And I mean, I am so fascinated by how they built these buildings. I'm not building a building. I'm not going to go get my architecture degree, but I just love how the engineers are they're just so particular and this has to go here and this has to go there. And they work, the last one last night was, they're in the Antarctic and they're working with negative 54 degrees to build these pods so people can, and then they have all these crazy obstacles where the ice is cracking, you know, and what made me think about it was when Rick said he has this canyon that these people are between, and they're working to do all these things to make sure this don't happen. It took them 5 years to build this station out there. And they did not stop. And when they came through obstacles, they worked around it. They figured out how, man, come on. What we're doing is nothing compared to stuff like that. Our little obstacle might be, oh, they didn't call me back. It's not, I'm in negative 54 degree weather trying to build something. You know, they didn't call me back and I'm sitting in my warm house drinking coffee. So it's all how you look at things. It's all how you look at things. Go ahead.
You know, one of the things that Jalen's voice calmed down when I started telling her we just launched our new program that has processes.
Yeah.
She'll be able to use, and that's even easier than what it was before when she joined. And like you're saying, in building that bridge, the processes are already in place on what to do. You know, the gap is, you know, we don't know as CEOs of our own company. You know, and just a little bit that I knew about the program and explaining it to Jalen, her voice calmed down. And this most amazing thing, when we ended the call ended on an upbeat note, a note of hope. And it started off with it's going downhill, but it ended on an upbeat note that there's hope. And see, and those are the processes that the company So if we're in the Antarctic and we're building whatever pods, the company has already put the architecture in place. It's just a matter of us knowing and then just doing, you know, and that's the difference. You know, we don't have to come up with the architecture. We don't have to figure it out. We're not architectural engineers. We don't have to do all this. They've done that work for us. And all we have to do is just put it in, know what it is and put it in place and cross that, build a bridge across this chasm, and both sides can come. The pandemic is setting it up where it's going to be sweet. You may not be there today, but I'm telling you, if you prepare like you are ready to go, when that light comes on, you're going to be in position. I've got a guy who is the national director for marketing for Black Wall Street. I was telling Vaughn, he don't even know the guys on his team. They're having this convention coming up in May, and he's going to be using his Vortex to get out to all the 1,000 members who are going to be coming to this event. Well, last May, during the height of the pandemic, this guy Vincent, I don't know, he may be on the call too. He creates this commercial. I mean, he hires models, beach models, and he creates this commercial, and for the Vortex, and vgetaways.com. I actually bought him a domain, and he did all that work. And so afterwards, of course, the pandemic started just going crazy. Nobody's traveling. He says, Rick, man, this was a waste of time. I wasted money, man. And fast forward to now, he has that commercial. And so I say that to say he didn't know he was actually doing the preparation work last May so that he would have it for now. The work that you're doing for now is for some point in the future. And so even today, of course, but understand that that work you're doing today is for the vision of the future. And when that point comes, you've already prepared. So now we got this event coming up in May. He's got everything that he needs. He didn't even know last year that it was for now. And he got upset. He was ready to quit and all this. I said, no. Keep the vision in front of you and then watch what happens. The work you're doing today is for the vision of tomorrow. Back to you, Glenn.
Hello, Rick.
Wow. Go ahead, Glenn.
You know, one thing about this company of ours, earlier in the call, I was talking about leadership. Who are you following? You know, this company's been through unbelievable circumstances and just keeps coming back harder than ever. A lot of that had to do with Coach, with just the favor on this company. Back in 2010 is when I met Rick Reese in Las Vegas at a new launch event. Rick and Brenda were not our directors at that time. I didn't know Rick. And then the one convention that I missed, but Chantel, we sent Chantel instead, was the one convention that Rick and Brenda were on the stage and the whole company got to know them. But anyway, at least she was there. She was telling me about this couple that was up there. Had no idea when I was leaning on that stage and nobody else was in the room, we were kind of visualizing some things and got to talking. You know, it was a divine connection. Okay. We had different directors at the time. Now, one thing after the next, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of waves, a lot of just, you know, the nature of things. And one of the things about the leadership that we had, one thing we learned from our original directors, who are awesome people. And, you know, sometimes you go through seasons. The season with, you know, that connection was over and it served its purpose. One of the main things I took away from our former directors, and Rick and Brenda, our directors, believe that on steroids. I mean, the title is irrelevant. For us to have access to them and on a call like this is just awesome. So just, you know, they're just marking time until they get back position. It's coming. But one of the things we learned, anytime there was a new event, and then those directors of ours actually lived up here for a couple of years. And we were able to sit right up under them. We were in the same city. We got to see how directors flow and operate. One of the main things I really took away from them was whenever there was a change to the compensation plan, the presentation, you know what? They would not wait. They would not wait till we get home. After the event was over, they would go directly back to their hotel room and lock themselves in and start memorizing the new material immediately. So that's I learned that from them. Know your business, know what you're talking about. So the important thing, well, one of the important things right now is to go in there, like Brenda's telling us to do, and learn the material. So you know who to talk to, who to send what, according to the material, the tools that we have been given. So that's one thing that stood out with me. Get in there, get on those videos, learn what's there, and then walk in confidence with it. Back to you, Brenda.
That's so true. That's true. They go in there and they be tearing it up. All righty. Thanks so much, Glenn. Anybody else?
On that note, and this is so important, know where to sign people up. surge365.com/your username. If you don't have a domain, you have to know that. I don't care if you're in Alaska up under the Eskimo. surge365.com/your username brings them, signs them up. Everybody in here has to know that. You will not have time when it's that time to call up anybody. It's on you. All right? Know where to sign people up at. That is, especially right now. Okay, because they're coming and you have to be the person say, I got you right here. Boom, done. Okay, back to you, Brenda.
That's such a shift, you know.
That's true.
That's so true. It's such a shift to shift into the mind of the boss, the CEO. If you are the CEO and you actually don't know how to sign people into your company, you know, I mean, think about that. You start a new job and you are hired because you are the CEO and it's your company and everybody is looking to you. And you have mentors, you have people that you can go to, but it's really you. And I you know, I guess that's a mindset that people have or they can learn, but I can never understand. I've always been a leader, even on the job. And I could never understand, and it always made me nervous not to know. The leader is the one who knows. And but people come from different backgrounds, and they're used to being employees and employee-minded. Those are the people that I lead, even on the job. But like you said, Brenda, this levels the playing field, where those people who were employees, just by pursuing knowledge, pursuing understanding, taking on the responsibility that this is my business. Like you said, Brendan, like you said before, the 19,000 people at one time, if it is to be, it's up to me. And when we take on that as a mindset, man, I'm telling you, we shift generationally. We shift the future of our generations to come. When the buck stops with me, that's one of the things I know I had to say. The buck is stopping with me. I'm not passing on this curse of poverty. You know, somebody got to step up, and I don't care. My family came from slaves for real. John Thomas was a slave. I got a picture of him. Many of you saw the picture I posted. And I am the hope of the slave. I am their future. And when we take on and see it as that responsibility, you know, we stop getting soft-skinned and we start saying, okay, if it's to be, it's up to me. And I'm not talking chasing people and trying to convince people. I'm talking, no, I'm prepared, and work ethic erases fear. Back to you, Ben.
Wow, that's true. Anybody else? Wow, that's
Hey,
true.
Rick.
And go ahead, Ed.
To the team, is all what we were talking about, I think, on last call, is prepare for the people that you know are going to come to you. If your expectation is to be in front of this type of crowd, prepare for that crowd. If your anticipation is to be in front of the community or whatever scale you see, prepare for it.
Powerful.
You know, take this time because they are on their way. And when they see you, you have to be ready because like Brenda said, you're not going to have time to call somebody. They're gonna be like, okay, where do I sign up? I'm ready to go. You're not gonna say, hey, let me call you back in 20 minutes.
Ed,
No.
that is powerful.
No. Go ahead, Rick.
No, I'm just saying that's powerful. Prepare for the audience that you intend to be in front of.
That's
You
true.
have to. You
That's
have
so
to.
true. Yeah, that's true. And like I said, practice that. Go to the page and sign up somebody, make up somebody. Because I'm telling you, when you start practicing things like that, people are going to come. You're going to have, oh, wow, I just signed up somebody named Mary in your mind. You know what I mean? They're going to come. And you're going to be able to go right there, sign them up with no problem.
And we're here.
Make sure your name is at the top. Yeah. Oh, that's true, too.
Yeah, we're here. I'm here. I can sign a person up in my mind. I mean, I can go through the process of signing up a person, and that comes from practicing, of course. But we are here. We're just saying step into that leadership role, but no, we are here. You know, like you said, Brenda, I don't know all the details, but I know someone who does. Let's talk to them. You know, Ed saying, okay, you know, prepare for the person that you plan to be in front of. I am preparing for you. So like Ed and I talked to the lady that works in the politics there. And, but that's what I do. So you have leaders who are here. And so whatever level you need, we are here. You know, Glenn and I went and talked to the bishop, and we talked about vision, and he signed up without even seeing anything about the program, right? But we are here. I'm preparing right now. So as I learn this new stuff, know that I'm learning it so that I can be there when you call me. You know, so of course I want you to learn it too, but we as leaders, that's our responsibility. And that's why anybody can shift to become the leader just by knowing. And you know, it's open to all, like Glenn was saying, with that, those directors did when any new change came out, they dove into the information. Why did they do that? Because they felt a responsibility to the people. Back to you, Brenda.
Wow, that was good. Anybody else?
Brenda.
Wow.
Mariano.
Go ahead. Hey, Mariano, go ahead.
You know, the thing that has struck me about the call today is when you listen to what happened to the gal in Georgia and the corporate mentality of that company, working her basically to the bone.
Yeah.
And not even caring. And then you contrast that with Scott, who gets on the call and says, I'm going to spend all my time doing whatever I can to get you all the checks that you want. You know, what else do you need to hear?
Right.
For the rest of my life.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. It's up to
spend
you.
all my time for the rest of my life to get
that
you
is
all
what
the
he
checks
said.
Yeah.
For the rest of his
Yeah.
life. That's what he said.
That's what he said. And he means that. And he's following in his father's footsteps because that's how Coach cares. Coach cares like that, you know, and that's how Scott cares. And either it's going to be Samantha or it's going to be JT, one of Scott's kids. We have no idea, but they're going to keep passing it down, and because they care.
And we're
that's
part
a main
of that.
piece. That's a main piece. Yeah,
that's my commitment to
that's
you
a main
also.
piece.
That's my
Yeah.
commitment. That's my commitment to Coach. That's my commitment to Scott, Chris, Dwayne, and everybody on this call. I'm going to spend all my time for the rest of my life to make sure that you get the checks that you want and to move your family to that next level generationally. That is my commitment. That's the company. That's what we're a part of. I mean, Mariano, that is so right on.
That's true. And I'm going to spend all my time on the beach, and I'm going to know how to sign you up. So when you call, I can tell you, pull up your computer. I can say, are you in front of a computer? Go here, type in this, type in that. Oh, here come another wave. I'm telling you, it's all.
No, we're talking about foodie. We're talking about foodie.
It's all how you see it. And that's exactly how I see it.
Toast with the syrup dripping down the side and the side of bacon, and the hash browns.
Or the hammock going down that hammock.
I know, the hammock.
Thumbs up on a hammock going.
Oh,
ride the ATV.
Yes.
Hey, this is
ride ATV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. And, you know, and that's what's so powerful about our business. You could be anywhere and still work this business. Even when we're cruising, we make sure we get the internet package so we're still connected to the team. You know, even when we're in Europe, we pay attention to the time so we know what time it is over in the U.S. So this business is awesome. And with the power of the internet, you can take it and do whatever you want to do with it. And there's so many people out there that's looking for what we have. We just have to get out there and share it with them. And whatever you're comfortable doing. Anybody else?
I just wanted to add that.
Go ahead, Adrian.
The hope. When you said earlier, Rick, and all that, my company does offer hope, and I really like that acronym. That they were going over on it on the corporate corner. That hope is helping others pursue empowerment. And so that alone is encouraging to other people
that's
that
awesome.
we're all hope.
Helping others
So that really
pursue
struck me to
empowerment.
use that as part of my team.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rick.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, like Adrian. Yes, sir.
Hey, I just took a thought, and I've been following some YouTubers who have their own podcasts and things. They have, one of my followers has over 2 million followers, and I was just thinking, let's envision and just take a moment to see what it'll look like when your Vortex has 2 million subscribers to it. What would your life look like? You know, and just understand that that's where we're headed. That's the position we're in, and all we have to do is believe it.
Man, that's good. Hey, hats off to Melinda, who got her first Vortex check for $19. And man, I said, Melinda, $19, and you gave out a link. And I said, I'm telling you, right?
Yes.
Multiply that by 100 or 2 million, like Ed's saying. Hey. The company paid out a check for the Vortex for like $3,000 some odd dollars, and Lorenzo's overriding it. Lorenzo's overriding that $27,000 check in travel that someone made, you know, because they added a percentage of us overriding travel. Anywhere you look. But Mariana, I wanted to close with what you were saying, which is so powerful, in contrasting this company down in Atlanta trying to work this girl to death, and what Scott said, I'm going to spend the rest of my life, you know, providing, like Adrian's saying, hope, helping people, helping others pursue empowerment. What a contrast. Multiply that by the thousands and millions and billions in this world who are hurting right now with this pandemic. Back to you, Brenda.
Wow, that was good. Anybody else? Wow. Well, you know, guys, we are the most trusted travel team. There is no doubt about it. It's up to be. It's meant to be. It's up to you. Don't forget, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. It's go time. It's your time. We're going to do this, and know that we're just a phone call away. All the leaders on the call, everybody is just a phone call away from any questions you have, anything you can't find. Reach out and touch and get your questions answered, because that's how you empower yourself to win. So